Alrighty, y'all. So let me tell you, I love America. I love my fellow Americans, but sometimes they make it hard. They just make it hard. Okay, I'm gonna show you why. It's been getting worse. It's hard this year. It's been getting worse. I have the proof. Take a look. Starting it out with this genius. Okay, we have a pretty popular sub here. Damn, that's interesting. Okay, they say our local shooting club is over 550 years older than the USA. This is a pretty popular post, okay? That's the name of the club. I know my limits. I will not be trying to pronounce that. I'll save you some pain there. But we have this genius right here, okay? The American says, and we somehow beat you in 2 world wars and to the moon. Incredible. Yeah, he was downvoted pretty heavily there and even tagged right here. For shit Americans say. Gotta freaking love it there. Some very interesting Germans were useful in getting you to the moon. That is the funny part. Yeah, a lot of Americans might need to brush up on the history when they especially talk about trying to outdo Germany with stuff. It can get interesting very quickly. Not gonna lie, this burns a little bit, but ultimately it's pretty true. Winning 2 world wars, U.S. styles, like entering the ring after both boxers knocked each other unconscious and claiming you won because of the last one standing. Oh man, that's an impressive burn. You got us. This one is all over the place. Like, what are we talking about? Message to President Trump, rather than suing the BBC, withhold aid to England for the next 3 years. Just a thought. BBC stay out of American politics. So, hold on a sec. Now the news in different countries, especially, giant news corporations like BBC, stay out of American politics. So now people can't cover news and politic news from different countries? Says who, right? Second of all, the funny part, withhold aid to England. Do people think that major European countries survive on aid from the U.S.? Like, is England just barely staying afloat if it wasn't for us? Like, what are we talking about? What aid? Like, someone did their homework. Yes. Cut off the roughly $750, which is like nothing. When we're talking about countries, like grand scale. Oh my God, I knocked over my sign. $750 the United States provided the UK in foreign aid in 2024. That will teach the British media not to report on American politics. Yeah, that'll teach them. You guys are good luck without your $750. You guys are screwed. No, they have a point. In retaliation, we can collect the 14.7 million pounds congestion charges owed by the U.S. Embassy. Seems fair to me. Ireland is basically an American state in Europe. This one's wild. We have no context like where this was commented or why. But I would love to see these 4 replies. I'm sure those are very interesting and colorful. Hey, guys, I didn't say it. Any Irish people, my apologies on behalf of this idiot. So it must be all those Irish Americans who are claiming Ireland is their own state now. Sure, many of them haven't been, though. All right, now we have a post about football, more specifically the NFL, National Football League, American football. We have someone, pointing out the obvious. World champions of domestic league. Make it make sense, right? This is a common trope that, quite frankly, is true, right? Used to explain how funny it is that we call them, a lot of American sports teams world champions when it's only a domestic league. It doesn't make any sense. But, of course, the American responds, it's not a domestic league. We have players from all over the world. Hence the world champions. Google is a very powerful and free tool. Now, it has 40 replies. I imagine these are equally entertaining. The fact that he said it is not a domestic league. We have players from all over the world. No. Yes, there are some players from different countries. I wouldn't say it's a majority, right? I'd say, each team has 50 to 60 players. Maybe you have 3 or 4 international players, and I think that's cool, right? I would welcome even more. But it's not like the majority, first of all. And even if it was, that doesn't make sense, right? It's not a world league. It's just American teams. It's American rules, American teams, American money. Like, let's not fool around here. That the world champion stuff sounds silly. Like, stop it. I like American sports. I've never understood this either. I don't see the problem with just saying, like, we're the champs, right? We're the NFL champions, or we're the American champions. If you gotta say something like that, maybe just say that, right? Why say world champions? Like, it's not even accurate. It sounds silly. This is totally correct. I mean, it drives it home even further. The full name, National Football League, should pretty much self-explain that it's a domestic league. Like, come on, right? Okay, brace yourself. Brace yourself for this one. This is one of the funniest things I've ever seen. Who is the most famous person in history? That's a hard debate, right? Famous person in history, the most famous, that could be a lot of different folks. Donald J. Trump. You don't have to like it, but you gotta live with it every day. Oh, that's impressively out of touch. What do you even say, right? I could say that is definitely something he would say himself. He might say that soon. I could just see it now. Can't you see it? I just realized today when I woke up, I'm the most famous person in the world. Actually, I'm the most famous person in history. Yes, the best history. I'm the most famous. Horrible impression. I'm sorry, but yeah, this is crazy. Trump doesn't even have a salad named after him. I heard the Trump steaks were so bad that not even Americans ate them. I forget that I think he has had restaurants before, but I've never heard much about them, so they must not be the best restaurant in the world. Trump is either crazy or under blackmail. There's no third way. From a European, both. Who cares what Europeans think? You're not even first world. What? Hold on. First of all, gotta love it. European must mean the same thing, right? They're all the same. The European is just European. Yeah, very, very smart take there. Second of all, I don't know. They have more advanced infrastructure, lots of technology, lots of inventions, better roads, unique bustling cities, beautiful countrysides, lots of money, lots of banks, castles, modern and historic real estate, advanced cars that people love to flex as status symbols here. Yeah. I mean, that's just scratches the surface, right? Yeah, real third world, right? Am I right? Gotta love the obligatory, always have to throw one of these in there because it's cute almost. It's so funny, right? Which country are you from? California. There you go. Makes sense. Okay, now this one's talking about biggest stadiums, and this American says, this is why it's adorable to me when Europeans claim Americans don't understand a passion for soccer. Buddy, Ohio State and Michigan is arguably more contentious than the Second World War. Stop acting like Fartington versus Shittingham is a real rivalry. Ooh, 100,000 people to show up, watch these kids play. College football has more bloodlust than the Coliseum ever knew. Holy smokes, what a collage of words that is. Should Americans say. This isn't a contest to see who has the more fanatic fans, but there are combinations that are forbidden by FIFA, like Armenia, Azerbaijan, Kosovo, Serbia, etc., because it will literally start a war. Don't underestimate how important this stuff is to Europeans. And that's what I'm saying. Look, even though this is like a obviously brain dead comment, I will say there are crazy rivalries, right? I'm part of one as a Chicago Bears fan. Chicago Bears, Green Bay Packers, that is a very fierce rivalry here in the U.S. And then, of course, college teams, right? Ohio State and Michigan is a pretty crazy rivalry. There's some others, but they are crazy for American standards. I want to give us the pass here, but I just can't. I have seen, and I haven't even lived it. I imagine if I lived it, it'd be ultra solidified. but I have seen enough in videos and clips and, anecdotes from people. These are crazy, but they just don't compare to some of these insane rivalries. Deep-rooted, centuries-long, sometimes, rivalries that you get in football, soccer, in European leagues, right? The fact that they actually have bans on certain matchups, that's kind of crazy. That's like impressive almost. That should say a lot. And even though, say Ohio State and Michigan's a big rivalry, you don't see the whole days long leading up to crazy warlike energy, beyond the stadium, like you do in some of these matchups in Europe. So, yeah, no, Europe's definitely got the fierce rivalry stuff. It's more intense. I'm sorry, but that's what it looks like to me. Also, to say Ohio State and Michigan is more intense than the Second World War, no. You have tons of different examples here. I mean, this one's funny. This is actually not even in Europe, but it points to worldwide soccer / football being more intense. It just is, right? It always has been. El Salvador and Honduras went to war over a football game. Drogba called for peace in his native Ivory Coast, and it led to successful peace talks. I'm not a football guy, but man, the passion amongst people is unmatched. And then these will change your mind quickly. I can vouch for that. I guess he has never seen the Italian, British, or even Eastern European soccer ultras. Yeah, that shit is like borderline scary. I'm saying that as a compliment. That shit is intense. This one is hilarious. You can pause it and read all this. It's talking about Pan Am making a comeback. They're going to be based out of Miami, and they're going to have a whole fleet of Airbus aircraft, right? Now, of course, Airbus, I think, is like Dutch, French, one of those, and known for good quality stuff. Boeing here in the U.S., especially in the last few years, known for absolute trash. This guy says Airbus only. Sounds anti-American. No thanks. Okay, like, bye-bye, right? I think I'd love to fly with them because, I don't know, flying and getting there safely is kind of, pretty important, you would think. And as of right now, I'd trust Airbus 10 times over. Aircraft that don't fall to bits mid-flight sounds anti-American. No thanks. Exactly. And this comment is savage, but it's so freaking true. It's entirely American that profit is placed before safety, isn't it? Even their food laws are based around the concept that you have to prove their additives are harmful, not that they're safe. In Louisiana's cancer ally, petrochemical processing leads to residents being exposed to air pollutants 10 times the level considered safe for human exposure. America is wonderful for the super rich, but a shithole of exploitation, legal shakedowns, and societal brainwashing for anyone else. I hate to say it, but that's exactly what it feels like. We have this genius response that is a parody of what an American would say. Have you any idea how big Texas is? Right? Like, that's their response to all that. Yeah. Okay. Harvard University in Massachusetts is the oldest in the world, apparently. Okay. So we have Ask the World, a very cool forum as well. What is your oldest university in your country? Right. And someone answered, Università de Bologna, founded in 1088, oldest university in the world, still in operation. That is super cool, right? And super impressive. Again, as American, I can't even wrap my mind around that. And then, of course, he has replied to. Gotta love the username, by the way. I love my sister. Wow. Isn't that just lovely? Harvard is the oldest in the world. All right, that's check. We already know the answer here, but that's check. Maybe Harvard's older, right? Because we're the best at everything. Harvard founded when? Okay, let's get a better view here. All right, Harvard founded when? Now, hey, I'll give it something. It's a little older than I thought. But, dude, 600 years. Not even close. Harvard University was founded in 1636 by Great and General Court of Massachusetts Bay Colony, making the oldest institution of higher learning in the U.S. Not in the world, in the U.S. So there you go. He can say it's oldest in the U.S. That's fine. That's all good and fine. But to say it's oldest in the world is just not even close. So take the L. And finally, we have one of the most random, funniest shit Americans say statements ever. Imagine being this American interviewer. You get to meet Christoph Waltz, and this is what he asks. Christoph Waltz. Do you think there's ever going to be an African-American James Bond? What the What is Christoph Waltz doing there? Probably asking himself the same question. In the clip, they're interviewing him, and that's the question he's asked. I think his face says it all. An American asking an Austrian German his opinion on giving a British role to an American. That's what I'm saying. Make it make sense. What the hell? Like, you have the chance to interview Christoph Waltz, and this is what you're going to ask. Dude. Oh, sometimes I feel like there's no hope here. Oh, that was a good laugh. That was a great freaking laugh. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm going to cut it there, obviously. Cut. That was those were some doozies today. It's been a few weeks since I did one of these, and I thought, you know what? It's time, and boy, was it time. They're getting wilder, and they're getting worse out there, so watch out on the interwebs for these insane Americans and whoever else. Thank you for watching. I appreciate you being here, and that's going to be it for this one. My name is Ian. You're watching IWrocker. Until next time, y'all. Catch you later.